anything that tastes more like candy than alcohol qualifies as a girly drink, in my opinion. Because if it tastes more like candy than alcohol, it's delicious. You would order it after a PT. I am no 8-rack expert, but I'm assuming my handful of discard spells is a keep. I am no 8-rack expert, but I'm assuming this is a keep. Opponent mulligan. That's my favorite thing to see when I'm playing a deck that just takes all their cards away. Start with less cards, opponent. We're supposed to choose to be on the draw with this deck, right? We're always supposed to put our opponent on the play? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. What kind of cards you got over there, opponent? Are they nice? It'd be a damn shame if you had some nice cards in your hand, or to do something pretty terrible to them. A braid? That's rude. Well, I guess I just take Snapcaster Mages, right? Like that's... Just take their cards that they can snap things back with. What's going on, Zach? You playing something sweet tomorrow at the Dallas Open? It's okay if you don't want to share, but I hope it's got something sweet. Alright, let's lead on this since we know they have Remand up. Hey, Raging Yoshi. If I can pick your brain for a moment, why does Modern Delver do as well as Grixis Delver? In my opinion, I think Grixis Shadow is basically modern Grixis Delver, right? Like very, very similar lines in gameplay, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna take their Snapcaster Mage, and then I'm gonna Thoughtseize this Remand out of their hand so we can Wretchmind them next turn. Is the carrot crack loud on the microphone? Was the carrot crack loud? I probably need to avoid eating this carrot. I'm gonna finish this one, but I probably need to avoid eating more carrots. Oh, look at that. You got 2 cards left in your hand. Be a damn shame if something were to happen to him, opponent. The carrot crack is satisfying. What's going on, Jub? Howdy, howdy. Zach is playing Blood Braid Lantern. Zach's not a psychopath. I would be very surprised if Zach... Okay, Zach might be a psychopath, but he's smart. I'd be very surprised if Zach was showing up to the first post-Blood Braid, post-Jace Open with Lantern Control. Yeah. I think I do that. And then I just stick this. I don't think I want to keep that. I think I'm just pushing this up. Your move. Hey, what's going on, Mark? Howdy, howdy. Welcome to everyone hanging out here tonight. Ooh, that's a good one. It's a good one. Found a piece of candy, chat. Piece of tasty candy. Yeah, but like with like Liliana and like other cards I have in hand, I really don't need extra cards to Ravenscry break, so I'm just like losing them to her anyways. Electrolyze, sure. Oh no. Oh no, don't put my Liliana to 3. Rats, they hit a land drop. What a tilt. Yeah, and like it's not like I'm not pushing my Liliana here, so might as well play the 5th land outright. I've got a few IQ points to know not to play Lantern this weekend. Is Lily good versus empty board? The question we'll never know, really. Oh, you know what? I wonder if we're supposed to like Ravenscry them there with that land, just so like if they play a Snapcaster, we could edict them off of it. That's pretty good. Or it would be good if I wasn't about to do this. Opponent playing... I thought they were on Jeskai when we looked at their opening hand, but I guess a Braid in the main deck's kind of odd for Jeskai. They're playing some kind of thing in the ice deck, most likely. Opponent said enough. Opponent said enough. Alright, so... Bontu's is probably pretty good here, right? Do I want these extra? No, I don't have extra. I probably wouldn't mind having... What do you think? Do you think Smallpox is bad if they're on a Young Pyromancer deck? Am I allowed to cut this card? I kind of feel like I just want one more of these. If they're on Thing in the Ice and Young Pyromancer. We should absolutely cut Smallpox. I kind of like that idea. Cut these, bring in some rats. I feel like all their removal isn't going to be out, though. I'm going to bring in 3 rats and a Bontu's. I feel like they're going to still have, like, some bolts in their deck, potentially. Doing well, Alcohol. Life is swell. Opponent put us on the play. Smart. Smart. Opponent put us on the play. I'm going to mulligan here. This hand's pretty decent. Hand is pretty decent. I think I'm actually bottoming that, right? I just, like, want more things to shred their hands. I think that's correct to bottom there. I don't know. I could go either way. Could go either way. Cryptic, Mana Leak, Bolt. I just want to take their Mana Leak. I just don't want them to be able to interact with my stuff that I'm doing. Like, they have 2 cantrips. I don't really have an incentive to take that. Howdy, Abigail. Good evening, or good morning, depending on where you're at in the world. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, the rats are probably bad to bring in here. The more you think about it. Rats are probably bad to bring in the more I think about it. Serum Visions is the more powerful card, so we're going to take that one away from them. We're going to get to Mono Blue Delver tonight. I don't know. I haven't decided what we're playing after this yet. Hand's a little awkward at this point. They have Bolt, Cryptic Command, and now 2, drawing up to 3 cards that we don't know about. Fetch Steam Vents, yep. Thing in the Ice, Dr. PZ. This is a Pyromancer, since they're going to have Bolt up. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and Bontu's this, just so I get to guaranteed clear the board. Like, we're at a healthy enough life total that, like, not untapping next turn isn't a big deal. They have Bolt, Cryptic, and then 1 card I don't know. Hey, Shannon632 with the $25 donation. Gotta reload my dashboard here. Message attached to that one. Can you play an updated list of blue-white miracles? Do you mean in Modern or Legacy, Shannon? That's one of those decks that spans multiple formats now. So, Modern or Legacy? Yes, regardless of format, but I just want to know which one we're putting in for. I'm not running this out because it doesn't have any impact yet, and we know our opponent has a Cryptic Command. Them popping, that's pretty good for us. They're just, like, digging for threats here. Ideally, we'll get them to use a Cryptic Auto removal. Anything 50 plus pops to the front of the queue. To the next deck that we play. First match, we are up a game. Second game in the first match of the day. And had to get started a little bit late. Christy ran late at work today. Oh no! Yes, please empty cards out of your hand. It's gonna be a Snap Bolt here. So I'm going to let them untap here. Because we have so many copies of Fatal Push here, I'm going to allow them to counterspell a Fatal Push if they want. I'd much rather they counter a Fatal Push than most of my things. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you liked you get some use out of the YouTube stuff. And yes, I will 10 out of 10 put Modern Miracles back in the queue. Counter me, baby. Because if they counter this, I get to just push it again, and then next turn I can go Wretch Mine Shrieking Affliction, which will just be fantastic for us. But like, they need a clock, right? So like, they're incentivized to protect this. We have 4 Lilianas. The deck list is on the screen for you. Man, what if they did like bounce draw? That would be so good for us. Holy, you're bouncing my Mutavault? Why wouldn't you draw a card? Why wouldn't you draw a card? I don't... My deck wants you to be down cards, opponent. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. Alright, anyways, take away 2 of your cards. You could have 4 cards right now, opponent, but instead, you got 2. Spell Snare. Alright, deal. Still got some cards. I understand. Got a little cocky. You still have some cards. Still think you probably should have drawn a card. What did this accomplish? Like, we've been missing land drops, so like, what does bouncing a land do there? Anything? I'm like trying to think of like what the possible angle is that I'm missing, and I feel like there's just not. Some of the Dominaria spoilers are really sweet. Karn looks fantastic. Dampening Sphere is obviously great, just like, you know, Modern, gonna be instant Modern staple, like that card is designed with Modern in mind. I'm just gonna trade this for a Bolt, I think. Oh, they didn't want me to block. Okay, that's interesting. That's a good thing to think about. I'll buy that for $1, Demir. That's good to point that out. Thank you. They didn't want me to block. That makes sense, because they needed their clock. Their Snapcaster Rage was their clock. Alright. 10 out of 10 makes sense. Remand, negate. Alright, I'm just gonna take your negate away. I'm gonna continue beating you down. You're just gonna draw lands and remands for the next 7 turns, opponent. You're gonna die to this Mutavault. No, I definitely think they shouldn't have bounced the Snapcaster Mage. I think they should have counter-drawn, though. They have 2 remands in their hand. I think I'm just going to keep attacking with this. I don't think I want to play this Liliana into remands. Like, we definitely have enough stuff that we could just, like, strip their hand here. I did not see the Teferi, actually. Do I want to hold Mutavault? I think I would hold another Swamp here. I don't think I want to hold another Mutavault. I mean, like, these Mutavaults, they are punching the clock and going to work here, right? Just like, they're going the distance. They're going for speed. They're all alone. Beat-a-doo-doo-doo. Beat-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Beat-doo-doo-doo-doo. Beat-beat-a-doo-doo. What's going on, Bob? Strapping people to the rack. Just good, clean Magic the Gathering is what's occurring. Good, clean Magic the Gathering. Remand me, baby. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Remand me, baby. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Beep 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 beep. Beep beep do do. Do. Beep beep do do. I think I want to hold this Shrieking Affliction just because like my opponent could have a Jadir Explosives in their deck. A Snapcaster Mage here. Oh, they Field of Ruin. That makes sense. Oh, and this actually lets me... They still have a Remand in their hand. I think I'm just gonna stick this Lily to play through this Remand, right? I'm probably getting to a point where I just need to play through it. If they hit like a Mana Leak or a Negate here, I'll be a little bit sad on this stick, but yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, they suspended an AV at some point. I hate Magic Online. The stupid suspend cards on Magic Online, just like, it's like the equivalent of like taking a card and throwing it under the dining room table. You're just like, yeah, that was there. I played it a while ago. It's cool. I didn't have to announce it because it was a special action. I think we just have to try and push this through. They're like draw 3 cards with this AV next turn, which means it's super unlikely to resolve after that. Let's start running them down here. Maybe I'm supposed to just bin this Affliction. Yeah, I guess the Affliction's not doing anything for a while. And when they pick up a bunch of cards here, we're pretty likely to want to clear the board up afterwards. Do I have to manually add MTG bot back? Oh, he came back automatically. Yeah, okay. God bless. God bless you, little bot. We are in game 2 of match 1 currently. We are up a game, which is good because this game is not looking promising. The old 6 cards in hand. Suspend another AV, yep. Edict you. Do they have a Snapcaster Mage? I don't know when we're going to do another Pauper Day. Unsure. Waiting to see how the numbers are on YouTube from what we did yesterday before I determine how soon I want to commit to doing another day. Sure, that just happened. Deal. I guess if they have a snap, they can take my Liliana off the table now. It's definitely closer than I thought it was going to be after they resolved Ancestral Vision. We are at 10, so like, we're not that far off of dying, I suppose. Is this Jank Day? It's kind of Jank Day. We might work our way through some of the more interesting ones of the queue. Give me your magic cards. I mean, this deck's definitely interactive, right, Zach? All we're doing is just, like, taking our opponent's resources again and again and again. So, like, by the definition of interactivity in a game like Magic the Gathering, we are certainly interacting with them. I don't think anyone reasonable would accuse this deck of not being interactive. All right. So B Crafo, we're gonna enlighten you a little bit. And this is just a thing that a lot of people just don't get, and it's okay. Just because a deck puts up a good result doesn't mean that deck is good, especially when it's played by a player like Tom Ross, who is a world-class Magic player playing against people in a tournament who are almost certainly not other world-class Magic players. Especially in a format like Modern, where decks like 8-Rack aren't that much worse than the decks that are really tier 1. It's not uncommon for decks like this to put up results, even though they're certainly less powerful than the other things that are more consistently played and put up more consistent results in the format. One of the reasons why people love Modern, myself included, is that decks like this can be successful even if they're not fantastic in terms of power level. I don't know how close to stock this list is. This is what I was sent. And I am not an 8-Rack expert, so I just took what I was sent. Alright, we're pretty dead here. Let's roll to the next one. We never drew a pack rat there, but I feel like... Actually, no. I don't really want these smallpoxes, so I guess the pack rats are fine. I don't really want these smallpoxes. How goes it? Life is swell, you know, we're having an okay Friday. Christy got caught a little bit late at work, so we're getting fired up a little bit late, but I'm going to do at least, let's say 3 leagues tonight, maybe a little bit more depending on how long they take. I'm getting the feeling that this deck's probably going to be a slog, though, so we might not get to more than 3. We'll see where things take us. Where do I work? I work here on the internet. I do this full time now. So we're here 30 to 40 hours a week playing card games on the internet for fellow nerds. It's kind of a great gig. Thanks everyone for helping me do what I do. Yeah, we played a Smallpox Black-White variation that seemed kind of sweet. Flagstones of Trollcarrier is fantastic, alongside Smallpox and Urborg. Do I like the kind of games that 8-Rack produces? I don't know. I'm inclined to say no. We'll choose to go second here. I'm inclined to say I prefer... Like, so... What discard does in decks like this is it eliminates decisions from your opponent's side of the table, so it kind of gets rid of a lot of decision trees that a lot of games have, which I think a cornerstone of quality TCG play is both players get to make lots of meaningful decisions, and I think decks like this tend to like eliminate meaningful decisions, at least on one side of the table. Do it, Klutz. What do I think of the Serum Powder Eldrazi deck? It looks really sweet, if I'm being honest. I've really been impressed with what I've seen it played. I think I've got it in the queue, right? Pretty sure I put Colorless Eldrazi in the queue. If I didn't, yeah, Colorless Eldrazi is in the queue, so we're gonna get to it at some point here on stream. The deck seemed really powerful every time I've seen it played. Oh, I didn't notice they didn't have red mana. That's probably fine still, so we want to just power through this Spell Snare. And we can Wretch Mine them next turn. Yep, so there's the remand. Just try and take the Spell Snare away from them. Snapcaster Mage. Basic Island. That's rude. Alright, so I'm going to take the Snapcaster here. And then next turn, we'll probably bait with the Pack Rat. That was against me, Yep, I do remember that one. I'm pretty sure we were correct today, but we named there. Just got pretty punished. This kind of sucks for us, because now the Pack Rat's going to run into the Spell Snare, but then they're going to... They hit the Spire Bluff Canal, so they're going to have Cryptic Command up next turn for the Wrench Mind. Oh, I shouldn't have played that out. This gives them a nice clean window here. Oh, I guess this is actually great for us, right? Because they untapped my land. They actually gave us an extra mana to work with here. So they get to Spell Snare this, and then I get to Wretch Mine 2 cards out of their hand. So that seems pretty good for me, right? Because, like, then they don't guarantee to have the Cryptic Command next turn. Yeah, I think this sequencing actually ended up pretty good for us. Oh, I didn't see you ask for how much for next. So it's 50 to cut the queue. So you sent in 25, so another 25 I will guaranteed play Miracles next. Fair warning, I don't have an ideal updated list though, so if you want me to play it immediately, you're gonna need to track down a list you'd like to see played. Like, definitely don't have a list offhand. I need to do a little bit of digging. If you want me to do the list, you're probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow night. Because I don't like to take a break midstream and like do a bunch of research, basically. That's a buzzkill and we lose a bunch of people. Raven's Crime would be sweet. Fatal Push, not so sweet. I'm gonna hold these extra lands at this point. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I can do some digging around and see what other people have played. What's going on, building a deck? Howdy, howdy. Howdy, everyone. Happy Friday, folks. Hanging out, playing some Modern. We know they have a Cryptic Command in their hand. Looking for a Liliana or a Raven's Crime here. Yeah, I could very quickly look up a deck list, but like if they want me to like actually put some thought into it and like pick one that I think is like optimal, I like don't want to just pick. When people ask me to pick a deck list, I don't just like to grab a random one a lot of the time, especially for it's an archetype that I'm a little bit familiar with. Is it really a happy I mean, I'm happy-ish. I don't accept decks that I think are going to be miserable, just to be fair. And I'll try anything at least once, right? If this ends up being bad, it's whatever, but I'm probably actually supposed to play a land to play around Mana Leak here, right? Because they definitely have Mana Leak in their deck. I feel a little bit bad if we get snared or snap remanded or snap snared since I like played a land out, but I think it's worth playing this around Mana Leak here. Deal. They're going to 2 cards in hand here. We're on a 4-turn clock from this. The electrolytes really didn't matter because we're still just on a 4-turn clock. Most things, yeah. Most things. Yeah, get wrecked. Alright, so we're waiting on a Liliana here so we can take this Vendilion Clique off the table. Shannon with the extra 25. You can get to it today. If not, next stream's cool. Yeah, I'll start with it tomorrow night, Shannon. I'm planning to go live after the open is done with day 1 tomorrow. So I will do some research tonight after tomorrow during the day when I'm not live, and then we will start with Blue White Miracles tomorrow. We did a damage. I feel like we're dead, chat. And they have Cryptic Command up now? Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. Alrighty. Let's try again here. I'm not sure when I'm getting back to Legacy again, JMP. I think I'm locked into a deck for Cincinnati. And then, like, we spent a lot of time playing Legacy. Oh, I chose to go first. I'm dumb. I'm gonna do that a bunch of times tonight while I'm talking to chat. You're supposed to choose a draw with this deck for reference. You're supposed to choose to draw with this deck. And I just, like, it's instinct to just, like, click yes, go first. I think I'm gonna keep this. It would be much better on the draw, but I'm gonna keep this hand. Hopefully scry myself a river into a land or two. What? Okay. Modern is a strange place. Modern is a strange place, chat. Modern. Did they keep 7 with 1 land? They just kept 1 land, 7 on the draw? I realized I just kept 1 land on the play, but like, we mulliganed. I don't know, Slim Whimsy. I don't really like to make like statements about decks that are like specific niche decks like this without having more experience with them. Opponent knew we were gonna hit our second land like a professional. Can we ever beat these Dark Confidants? We like... I guess we have removal on our main, right? Velek. I don't see any messages from you, Velek. He's different. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, man. Well, that's embarrassing. This is so dumb. I'm gonna show this on screen. So apparently, nope, your message is here, Velek. Apparently, whispers and messages are... No, it's not even that. It's just, I just assumed that when people messaged me on Twitch, it just popped up like a whisper. I don't understand why this is different. And I spend a lot of time on Twitch, to say the least. Now I know what I'm doing tonight after I get done streaming. I'm digging through what's probably hundreds of messages in there, messaging people back going, real sorry, I don't know how Twitch works. Real sorry. I will respond to you tonight, Velek. Sorry about that delay. Sorry about that delay. I don't... It's just like Twitch has some really fucked up things like that, right? Like there's a settings for my channel and then there's a separate settings window somewhere else. It's just like, why are these different? Whispers come through while you're offline. There's a whisper log that you can go back and check. You don't have to be online to get a whisper. Hey, Argon XXXI with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. You get emails for those kind of messages. Well, I apparently don't. So I'm going to have to change that and figure it out. Yeah, that looks like a legacy type thing, right? Well, we are super dead, right? Because they're going to play a 7/7 for 2 mana this turn. If you messaged me on Twitter, I probably should have responded to it. I don't think I have any Twitter messages, unless you just sent it. Doesn't look like I have any outstanding messages on Twitter from the last week or so. I've responded to everything. We are pretty dead here, right? Alright, well, I appreciate that. Thanks for sending your fun money this month. I'm gonna hold this for Raven's Crime. Yeah, so they're playing Torpor Orb for Hunted Horror to enable their creatures to get, like, they're playing this card to enable a 7/7 for 2. Hopefully we rip one of our... We have one draw step here, Bontus. Oh! Ayo! Sent it on Monday, says you've seen it. Monday was what day? The 5th? I definitely missed that one. Yeah, this deck is fine. The Absent Little Kid deck is fine. Normally I don't check them like that, but I definitely missed. What is this? Enters the battlefield from a graveyard and it's Undying? How am I ever supposed to beat this? Huh? We're getting out memed, chat. Our meme is not the dankest on the stream. We're getting out memed. Yes, the card they designed to be good against Tron and Storm is going to be good against. I feel we're just so dead. What is this? Topical Honor Guard. Oh, this is a Torpor Orb. This is another Torpor Orb. Lordy. They're just like big scary creature beatdown. I guess I want this extra Bontus. I guess. I don't chat somebody. We're getting out memed, chat. We're getting out memed. Hey, Bontu with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. Do I want the shadows? Are these... They're probably going to hit us enough, right? Oh, people are so petty. I'm just doing that. It's just the wrench mine's out. Auto concede to the Danker Beam next game. You know, at this point, it almost feels like Turn 1 Glistener Elves should probably thank me for filing a copyright claim, because that's gotten them way more views than most of the other things on their channel, right? Like, I looked at their channel, and like, they were smart. They MTGHQ'd the shit out of it, and they sold it. I just chose to play first again because I was reading chat, and it's a reflex. They just like completely sold into it and just like making tons of clicks off of this. And then like they played the I didn't even monetize this card. So you have to be incredibly stupid to be a content producer and not understand that like any click is a good click. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a good click or a bad click. Like if the fact that there are people coming and looking at your stuff is good for you, and they generated a lot of animosity out of the story or whatever you want to call it that happened. I don't know what we're supposed to do. They kept a 1-land hand again. Maybe I'm just gonna Smallpox them off their 1 land and hopefully punish them. They brought in Extirpate. Why did they board in Extirpate? Yeah, it was so funny too, because like they posted like they didn't want any drama when they like made this. Like if they actually didn't want any drama, what they would have done is they would have just disputed the claim. If they thought the claim wasn't valid, they would have just filed the dispute. And then if they're right, they would have won the dispute. They wouldn't have made what actually happened. Another content creator took clips of my stream without asking permission and then used them in their video. Normally, I wouldn't care. But 1, they didn't ask me permission, and then 2, after they took my stuff without asking for permission to use it, they were a dick to me on Twitter, and I blocked them, which isn't a big deal. I block a lot of people that are dicks on Twitter. It's fine, I go on with my life. But then after I blocked them on Twitter, they salted off and found me on a random Reddit thread that I had posted in like a month prior, and started like harassing me on Reddit with stupid messages. And I was like, you took my stuff, You annoyed me on one platform, and then you followed me to another platform and annoyed me there. Don't use my stuff. Stop it. Extirpating, yeah, my Smallpox is gone. You got me. %, have 4 extirpate surgical in their deck. I think we're gonna lose, so I'm pretty sure their deck is great. This treacherous pit dweller with these torp orbs is excellent. One for 0 yourself against the Bontu. The Bontu discard deck, right? They kept a 1-lander and we smallpoxed them, chat. They kept a 1-lander and we stone rained their land and they just hit their next 2 land drops. Our meme is not powerful enough to win this matchup, chat. I feel like the gods are working against us. I feel like the gods are working against us. Just can't do it. We're getting out memed in the best way possible. Sure, they literally could have used anyone else's stuff, but they took my stuff and they didn't ask permission to use it, and then they were a dick. So like, pick one or the other. Ask permission or don't be a dick. That's all I want. It's all I'd ask for. It's like pick one or the other. Alright, so we get to push this one. And then maybe we can just race them here, because this thing's not actually that large, right? Like, it's gonna be a 4-3, but it's not actually that big. Oh, they discarded the Horror earlier, so they have a Disenchant in hand, right? Maybe playing that out was bad. What's going on to Freaky? What is this? Just all of the giant black creatures with downsides just are all present in their deck. Alright, when they disenchant me next turn, that'll turn on Revolt and we can Fatal Push this. Hopefully they miss sequence and we get to turn it on before they attack. Hey, Coma Cake with the tier 1 subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. Howdy, wife.
Hi.
Klutz is here.
Okay.
He's just coming to hang out.
Can you mute that for a second?
Alright. Wait. Why didn't this... Wow, their sequencing was really bad. Okay, so... We can just race this, right? Because, like, they're taking 3 here. And if they attack with this, I get to 4 them on the backswing. As an adept lip reader, I've got this. Yeah, that mute was intentional. This is a really loose attack on their part. I just get to push this, take 4, crack them down to 4. Yeah, they probably have Eater of Days in their deck, right? This is a friendly league. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what qualifies as fair use or not. I just know YouTube has a report option that says this uses my stuff. So I hit the report option and said this uses my stuff. I thought that was clever. There's nothing friendly about 8-rack, right? Alright, we're just gonna run it back here. Clearly, deck's clearly perfect. Teaching, reviews, and satire. Well, to be fair, his video was none of those things. It was like a parody video that was using my thing as like background imagery. So I don't know if that qualifies or not. Like I said, I don't know. YouTube people will sort it out. If he's in the right, YouTube will reinstate the video and they'll tell me no, that you don't own that, and that's not okay. Look, people, for those of you that aren't familiar with producing content, those of you that aren't familiar with like producing content or if you never put anything on YouTube, like as someone who puts a lot of stuff on YouTube, you know, like 20, 30, 40 hours a week. Sounds kind of rude. I'm just going to ban you because I feel like it. People, I probably get, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 people that file copyright claims against my stuff, and they're always in the wrong, and I always dispute it, and my video always gets restored very, very quickly, and there's no marks or nothing. So if you're in the right, nothing wrong happens to you. Opponent put me on the draw, God bless. Pretty easy mulligan here on the Hearthstone hand. Maybe our opponent will keep a 1-lander for the 3rd game in a row and finally miss. You definitely want another land here. I mean, their thing kind of sounded rude. Don't act rude. No, I've never really played Hearthstone. I don't think I want to bin this. We need a 3rd land, right? I probably should have played the swamp so I could double push this turn. So the logic is you board in the Death Shadows against aggressive decks, so that way they just like hit you down naturally and then play them out. Yep. This is actually their most annoying creature, because like our spot removal can't kill it in 1 shot, right? So there's a Torpor Orb creature in the latest set. 40 pushes versus 40 Torpor Orbs, right? I might just push this. If they play another creature out here, I think I'm going to push this off a cliff and then untap and Bontus to clean the board. Deal. This does suck, because it means my opponent is less likely to play a 2nd creature out since they know about the Bontus. What's going on, Jojo? Yeah, there's no, let's not be negative towards other people that are streaming and making Magic content. Streaming is hard. I love whenever people talk about, like, I saw this in a thread recently when someone felt the need to shit on me over this recent stuff, that like people are like, having Twitch chat is helpful and makes you a better Magic player and increases your win percentage. Anyone that thinks Twitch chat is a boon while streaming Magic has never streamed Magic. The only people that are dumb enough to think having hundreds of people or sometimes thousands of people yelling at you while you play a card game is a benefit are people that have never done it. Alright, so that draw punishes me for not having Fatal pushed this yet. I don't even think it's a boon for bad players. Like, your focus is very split. Even when Twitch chat is right, your focus is very split and you're losing percentage points in other small ways. What's going on, Immortal? Enjoying Sin City? So I'm just going to go ahead and kill this now so I don't take the hit. They're probably not going to play anything else out because they know about this Bontu's Reckoning. And then we can just, like, play the Liliana and edict them off of this, hopefully. Just streaming in general. The best piece of advice, there are two important pieces of advice I can give you if you want to start streaming. The first is that you need to make sure you're streaming because it's something that you really want to be doing. If you go into wanting to stream with the goal of having it be making money, you're going to be very disappointed because unless you have some type of big following from something outside of Twitch, you're not going to make money at Twitch for a very long time or maybe ever. It needs to be something you're doing because you genuinely enjoy doing it. This is good and bad. Losing the Liliana sucks here, but we have a push to clean up whatever they play afterwards here, except for that. Can't clean up that one. I guess I can trade Mutavault plus the Fatal Push for this. A cage filled with Furious Primate. I mean, I play Magic with the Furious Primate climbing on me occasionally. Occasionally I have... Oh, this has Menace, so I can't even block. That's really bad for us, actually. Huh. Oh, that's pretty decent. What's going on, Michael?
What's up? I brought you alcohol you'll drink. Believe it or not, it's a twist off.
It's a twist off.
So...
Am I allowed to drink on stream? Right against the TOS?
I don't know.
Other people get drunk on stream all the time, right?
Yeah, Durward does it every night.
Durward does it every night. I stream Magic once, got a total of 0 views.
Alright, actually.
That's true. I don't think I've ever turned on Steven's stream and not seen him drinking.
No. He pretty much always has a beer. What's a lush?
At least once a week. That's really good. You did give me a nice girly drink. So if they hit us with this, this turns into a 7/7.
What
yeah, just didn't attack.
Oh fuck! Did I just walk into? You shove Torpor or in your deck, and Plague Belcher's the best thing you can fucking do with it.
What else? They have Treacherous Pit Dweller, and they have the 7/7 with Trample that makes 2 3/3s.
I was gonna ask why they aren't playing the hunted shitters, but
what is this made by? This is Mike's Hard Lemonade. Look at that. It's got fruity stuff in it. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Modern, staple, treacherous. All right, what am I supposed to do here? They have 2 cards. My Shrieking Affliction is off.
obviously chump block to turn Revolt on.
I think I'm supposed to offer the Mutavault plus push trade for this.
Oh. The stream is in no way sponsored by Mike's Hard Lemonade.
I think we're supposed to attack with this because if they block, it turns on Revolt for Fatal Push and we can push this off a ledge. Hilarious, Max.
24 years is a long time.
24 years is a long time. That's almost as long as I've been alive. Welcome back for 24 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Update name to Hoogle Happy Hour.
Dude,
I've never been drunk before, so I don't think I intend my first time to ever getting. I'm probably never going to be drunk, but I don't think it's going to be on stream.
the first time's always on accident.
The first time's always on accident. All right.
But I can tell that Declan's really into watching other people play with toys because he didn't acknowledge my existence until I asked him if he wanted chocolate.
I hope this Death Shadow runs them down. They would have played anything, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. I don't know. I doubt Mike brought enough alcohol to get drunk. I'm assuming he just brought like a little 6-pack of these. I don't think you can get drunk off of 6 of these things.
You probably could.
Thanks.
That shit's like Kool-Aid for me.
It's like, that's true. I could probably drink 6 of these.
But I brought plenty to get you drunk if you quit caring about what it tastes like.
If you quit caring about what I like, I only like things that taste good, Michael. Drunk or look, I believe it or not, as a heavy-set vegetarian, I have a high sugar tolerance.
Yeah. After like when Xavier moved out, they left like she left like all of her like Mikes and Trulies and it was like a whole bunch of like girly shit. Man, I couldn't drink more than 2 of them before.
Have a spell.
I got sick.
Tilt. Am I supposed to offer this trade? I think I am. I'm at 4. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, if they block with all of them, the rack will kill them, right?
Oh, the jump is great. Okay, yeah, there are. I think the trade's good. I shouldn't have played the rack. My sequencing here was bad. I should have made them think about this so I could potentially blow them out. Since you're here and I don't care, you can pick the decks from the queue we play tonight if you want.
Ooh.
Oh, I have a Raven's Crime.
Oh.
I have a Raven's Crime. The Raven's Crime is lethal, chat.
Basically a Geist Flame.
We're getting on the scoreboard. We're getting on. Oh, they could have Disenchant, I suppose.
It's a modern staple Geist Flame.
Modern staple. It's like a flame jab, right? We won them. We won them with our retrace spell. Strap them to the rack, ladies and gentlemen. Got him. Alrighty. So we're now 1-1 with 8 rack here, our first league of a few this evening. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. Which side do you want to stand on?
This side's fine.
This side's fine. We're gonna move the webcam here. I'm joined here by Michael Kletzie's Android in chat. This is gonna be my modern player when we go to the team open next month. We're hanging out, playing some Magic the Gathering here tonight. If you're new, I do this full time here on Twitch. I do 30, sometimes 40 hours a week. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch. Subscriptions are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. Would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. You know, I bet if you told Matt oh no, Matt's up north.
Yeah, I already asked.
What a tilt. CoolStuffInc.com would love to buy and sell. So Matt would love to buy and sell lots of TCG singles with you. Using code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix and you. Anaronix would like to remind you to hit that follow button if you enjoy what you see. It doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. We're also joined by Mojo Jojo here, who has a Snorlax costume on.
It's a sweatshirt.
It's
cold outside.
It's a Snorlax dog.
But yeah, I texted Matt on my way over here. I was just like, I'm gonna go get drunk and insult Jeff. You want to come? And he, but he told me he was on his way to, I don't know, some other place I didn't remember.
He's going to Wisconsin to commentate an energy event tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds awful.
I'm so glad I bailed on that.
I've only commentated twice, and I haven't worn pants either time.
It's a strict upgrade, man.
I can't imagine.
It's a strict upgrade to pants. Is it a Pokemon Powerpuff Girls crossover? Have you played Mono Green Stoppy? I've not. It's not something I've touched before.
I have gotten my shit pushed in by a Strangler Geist in a number of leagues.
Yeah, you remember when Pillar of Flames was a playable card, Magma
Yeah.
Spray? Back when Pot was a thing?
It was one league. One is still a number.
One is
but
still
it was really annoying.
Alright, these are your options for next.
Yeah, I got really excited when I first read Reservoir Eggs because I thought it was going to be a Summoner's Egg deck. I don't know why that was my first.
It's Aetherflux.
Yeah, I realized what it was. I realized it was something that people play.
The dog's a strict upgrade to Matt. This hand looks really bad. And alright, here's your job for the rest of this league.
What?
Remind me to click draw when we get to choose.
Alright.
We're not getting to choose right now, but opponent foolishly put us on the draw because they don't know what's up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So 3 of our 8 racks.
So the deck's named after. How can I mulligan a hand that has all of them?
Well, oh, we're dead.
It's probably not terrible.
I mean, they can operate on like nothing.
That's true.
So.
Bring back the Snorlax dog. What is your price for getting drunk? Stop asking. I don't know.
Username checks out alcohol.
I mean,
Yeah.
these are like candy. I've literally almost drank this whole thing, so... If I drink a lot of these, I'm gonna have to pee a lot, though. 12-hour stream in a literal monkey suit.
You won't have to pee a lot. If you finish a 6-pack of Mike's, you die of diabetes before you have to go to the bathroom. You die.
Oh, Michael. Terminate, yep, probably a good discard. They are liquid candy. I mean, I like candy. What's going on, Jet? Mike's a bad influence. He brought me alcohol.
No, they're not 7%. They're 5.
Do they not have another land?
No. Bet Jeff is buzzard.
I don't know that I've ever had 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I've had one a bunch.
I've had you try several drinks in a row, but you didn't complete them. Let's push the 1-drop, right?
Push the one. They did only pay 1 mana for this, right? This.
I demand this goes by hex rules.
Did you see?
Yeah.
You're smarter. You're smarter than to read Reddit threads, right?
Yeah. No, I saw though. I've heard you complain about the guy that wanted to ban Grimrag Angler.
This is the problem with Legacy is Gurmag Angler.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this deck wasn't a thing when Tombstalker was the only delve card. So it's obviously too good.
All right, so am I supposed to play the Mutavault out, or am I supposed to get their hand down to 1 card for the Shrieking Affliction?
I mean, you're not beating a Gurmag Angler if you like it's.
I guess the 3rd land is appealing because I do have 3 Bontus and 4 Lilianas in my deck.
Yeah, and like you're not the 1 card doesn't make Shrieking Affliction race the 3-turn clock you're on, so you're probably gonna have to jump with it.
That's fair. Yep. How many subscribers for me to get a dog? That's not a commitment I could make. We've tried that before. My younger brother ended up taking the dog. Look, for people that have never had small children before, they're more demanding than animals. We're doing 2 to this. They probably have a fatal push. They keep discarding terminates and stuff.
The skills don't translate very well. That's why there's literally a picture of Declan in my dog's cage from when I had to babysit.
Declan likes dog cages, to be fair.
He did not look happy in the picture, but he was.
Can Twitch chat take care of Jeff's dog?
Twitch plays dog, just like.
That poor animal would die.
Chat better coordinator. This thing starves. Like. Just like hook an Arduino up to one of those automatic feeders and just like see if Twitch chat can.
The dog's been overfed. Alright, well, if they don't have removal, we get one more draw step, but I'm pretty sure we're just drawing dead, right? I've got nothing for 2 mana. Playing Grixis Shadow in the friendly leagues. I was at least smart enough to join an 8-ticket league.
Yeah. Was...
Oh, I could have drawn a Smallpox. Smallpox wasn't out.
Yeah.
Messed up.
I mean, I don't think you... Well, yeah, I guess they only had 2 lands. Smallpox was probably fine.
Do I trim some Fatal Pushes?
I'm really confused why there's Death Shadow in this deck.
Because it won the last match.
Oh. Okay.
It's for the aggro decks.
Yeah, but... Okay, I guess. Got you, Pedro. So... We're at 61. Yeah, Fatal Pushes...
I think it's like okay.
Fatal Push is so awkward against this deck.
It really is. Like, when they have Shadow, you want it, but 11 removal spells is probably fine.
Yeah.
Look at my beautiful swamps.
Is Leyline of the Void fine? You can't beat, like...
I guess their deck's really bad against Leyline.
Like, you're never beating a Gurmag Angler. So...
Do you like Leylines? It turns out they're Snapcasters, too.
And their Traverses.
They're Grixis Shadow.
I mean, the Traverses are still as bad, then.
The Traverses are still... You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Got a 2-mana discard.
Especially if they're... Are they playing Bubble?
No.
Okay. Unless they wrench my...
I guess some of them do. Some people are advocating bubbles for a little while. No, I would not like to play first.
Say Wrench Mine's atrocious.
Well, I have Leyline in my opener, so it's an easy keep, right?
Oh, you're on the draw. Don't keep this. You're thinking about it.
Stop it, Matthew. Look, now I have a hand without Leyline, Michael.
I thought about it. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt that they were tanking, and because the microphone's in the way of the Mulligan keep, and then I leaned over and realized why
we were on the draw, Mike.
I leaned over and realized why I'm playing Modern.
Why I'm playing Modern.
What's our time?
I don't think Matt could be on a team with me if I wanted to register Birds of Paradise. Now they get to take my Raven's Crime away.
You can at least cast your whatevers. Stubba-dubs.
I just take the Stubba-dubs, right? I got plenty of removal.
Yeah. They only have one other land. You can...
Look, I called him Matthew on purpose.
Yeah, that was definitely...
Because Matthew takes away all of my fun plays, like keeping the no-lander because it has a Leyline.
Oh, so I'm kind of... So there is a legal combo in Legacy. There's a combo in Legacy Cube. So I don't think show and tell's in the cube, but someone found out that they have that shitty. Your creatures are all the type that you declare in all zones.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's from Mercadian Mask. Yep.
Well, there's a new one that got printed too.
Okay.
And so they named, so that card, Emrakul, and Didgeridoo are in the cube. And so somebody has declared Minotaur in Didgeridoo and Emrakul a non-zero amount of times. And I kind of want to make that a donation deck.
There was a clip of Kenji cubing, and his opponent Nico Bolas and cast his Emrakul off the top of his deck. Yeah, you gotta read, Tom. Gotta read it.
Soppos the said John.
Well, this is really bad for us.
We took the Stubborn, right?
Yeah, but they have 3 threats.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
And my rack is gonna deal damage to them. Oh, you're saying there's a chance.
No one is saying there's a chance.
Should I play the rack?
I mean, what you just...
If I play the rack, it does 2 more damage to them, which makes these 6s, which is 6. All right, no, I just don't want to take 4 extra. All right.
No, just like Smallpox and hope you rip a land, right?
You're so unhelpful.
Played the Minotaur to Didgeridoo deck. Oh, it was actual Legacy deck. I thought Gabby was talking about it being in the Legacy cube. That's great.
Alright. Untapped land, no snap, no stub.
We're at 8. You probably should have just ran out the... I mean, you're dead. Doesn't matter. But...
You're so negative.
I'm factual.
I'm factual. Look, we're 1 and 2.
It's like saying cancer's
We beat
negative.
the Torpor Orb deck, okay?
It's like saying cancer's negative. Like, it actually kills... Like, it's... Mono blue Minotaur.
No, yeah, you're fine, Cryofang. You're fine. Tom was just excited because he thought he was going to get to time someone out before me, but little did he know you didn't need to be timed out. My sword is quick.
It's show and tell plus didgeridoo.
Did you pick our follow-up deck yet?
No.
Did you pick our follow-up
I was
deck
too
yet?
bummed out after finding out that's not a Summoner's Egg deck.
Is that card modern legal?
Yeah, of course it's modern legal.
I don't even know what that card does.
One of my first... Okay, so I started playing Magic when 5th Dawn was standard legal, hence why I was the only person...
card face down when it dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, it's like a really shitty show and tell.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not a shitty show and tell.
That sounds like something we'd play here.
Teenage Mike used to put Darksteel Colossus and play with that. Thank you very much. Teenage Mike also owned 17 copies of Serum Visions. Which... That was probably the best find I ever had going through my old shit, was like realizing that I used to be a crack packing heathen in high school and randomly had 17 Serum Visions right after Modern became a thing.
You play Lily attack your own Summoner's Egg?
Yeah. Okay.
Type 2.
There weren't any types when to our knowledge, when we started playing Magic. We were effectively playing vintage cards we owned.
Vintage.
And the newest set happened to be 5th Dawn. I had an amazing modular deck.
Was it called Affinity?
Nope. Actual modulars.
Actual modular. I've registered Arcbound Worker in Affinity before.
Yeah, well, that was one of my cards. The Arcbound Overseer was the one of that held the deck together because I only owned one copy of it.
Opponent realizing that they chose to play against 8 rack, letting that decision sink in.
The card. Oh, and I'm so sad that shop. Oh wait, no. Well, I was about ready to say I'm sad that shop closed, but they ended up reopening as collectible corner.
They did.
Yeah, the Galaxy Heroes. That's where I got a Mana Crypt in the commons bin for 10 cents.
God bless. I mean, it is a common, to be fair.
I didn't know that it was good. I just read on the internet that 0 mana cards were good. And so I went through and bought all the 0 mana cards out of the common box, and one of them happened to be a Mana Crypt.
Like the old days when cards were made on stone tablets. Well, to be fair, if you compared the quality of the cards they print now physically to the quality of the cards they printed then, they were effectively stone tablets, right? So just like
This is true.
The cardstock quality was just infinitely better.
Yeah, Alpha Investments posted a picture of just like there's like cards from the dark that were still in like perfect flat condition compared to like a pack fresh foil that he just opened that was effectively an O shape. It's like
Soul Bloodstained Mire in their hand. Did you draw a spell?
Nope. So while Reddit is kind of an atrocious place, and like the one comment that I've enjoyed is just like when they deep dive into things, like Reddit investigates things for you, just like the random paper salesman on the Magic subreddit.
Yes.
Just like, I know exactly where these cards are printed and why they suck. It's just like
You committed a crime, opponent. The Raven's gonna make you pay. And that's why, like, someone asked me earlier, like, do I like this style of deck? And it's just like, well, like, we're doing stuff to our opponent, but, like, there aren't a ton of choices happening in this game, right? We're just, like, taking all of their things away.
you're in a top deck war against Jund.
Yeah, that's a good way to summarize what's occurring. They don't have their 4th land, which is good for us. The Bloodbraid Elves are currently uncastable.
Which is why this deck is so much worse than Pyro.
Oh, God.
So much worse than Pyro.
The good news is,
Yeah.
we're only 1 match loss away from moving on to the next one in the queue.
Like, your Jund matchup is probably okay. You're never beating a Bedlam Reveler. You're playing Fatal Push and
You're
Raven's
never
Cry.
beating a Bedlam Reveler, yep. And they have Pyromancer to buffer from
You're
Liliana.
literally never beating.
Oh, bro, I got Bontu's Reckoning. Okay.
Sweet. Nice top deck.
You're
You're gonna die to a Bloodbraid Elf.
not wrong.
And it doesn't... even a Bloodbraid Elf into a Maelstrom.
Hey, look, did you do your job yet? What are we playing next?
deck just-
Get the people excited.
Sorry,
what are we
your
doing
deck
after
just
this?
Can't beat a 3/2. Treasure. Mono blue Delver.
Win condition. Found a Mutavault.
What's Mono Blue Delver? I need to know some cards in this deck, in these decks. So I see Shoal and Mono Blue Delver. Thing in the Ice, your visions. This deck doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, does it get Taxian Probe in it?
How long has this been sitting in the queue, Jeff?
Alright, I'll have to figure out whoever sent that one in and be like, look, there's Gataxian Probes in this deck.
The donor has literally died of old age.
I always try to respond to messages people send me on social media, but I do not always get time to, so feel free to message me things, and if I have time to get to it, I will.
Ape Dredge? Oh, no, not Ape Dredge.
It is playing Psionic Blast, but it also
That's-
had Gataxian Probe in it.
Can we go pull it back up? We can find another card. I want to play Psionic Blast and Commandeer.
I want to play Psionic Blast and Commandeer. We can put some Jaces in it.
Why is there? Oh, dude, why isn't Ninja in this deck?
Oh god, how do we ever beat a Scavenging Ooze?
Yeah. Chat, start spewing cards to replace Gataxian Probe.
We probably have to add lands, right?
No. I don't know. The Deprive... No, it's fine. You make your land drops because of Deprive. But... yeah, it's on Thing in the Ice. I guess you guys can't see it, but it's there. So...
Opt. Oh yeah, we have Opt now.
Yeah, just play Opt. Forgot that card. Fire Blast would be a good one.
Oh, we can beat the Scavenging Ooze, Klutz.
No, you can't.
Bontu's, man. Look, no numbers. Oh, we had another donation, too. Donation for Loki Tarkir. Awesome. Thank you for the link. 15 democracy points to Blue-Black Fairies.
Oh, shit.
All right, someone said money. That means we have to play that one next.
God damn it.
That's how this works.
I like how you think you're beating this deck and you have them on a 6-turn clock.
Whoa, man, calm down. This doesn't untap. It's a 7-turn clock.
They're dead in more turns than the average modern match, but we got them. Like,
Thank you for the donation. Look, no numbers. We'll be playing Blue-Black Fairies next.
Blue-Black Wizards.
Blue-Black Wizards. They are wizards, aren't they?
As soon as they tapped the third land, I knew you were dead. This is...
Oh, we were doing so well, chat. We were doing... joke's on them. It's just a 3-2.
As I said earlier, it doesn't matter what it cascades into. It's just a 4 CMC 3-2. You're dead.
Look, man, I can trade with my Mutavault in 2 turns.
I can't even talk shit about this card because I had 2 of them in the sideboard of Pyro at one point.
I hope everyone's having a great Friday day wherever you're in the world. Just taking out, playing some Magic, gonna play some Modern.
What the hell is a Venerian Glimmer? I have to look that up. I'm gonna be disappointed when I look it up. Triflin _ does not strike me as an innovator.
Triflin doesn't strike me as... Oh no, they gained a health. Now my Mutavault clock is even slower.
Oh, it's the budget Vindiclick. That's funny. Oh, you can cast it for 1?
Don't Urban Dictionary Venerian Glimmer. Hey, Big Bob, everyone with the beds.
He has a point. You can 1 mana Venerian Glimmer and take away their Mishra's Bauble.
Hey, after they kill my Mutavault here, I can push their Blood Red Elf. Yeah, they had jokes on them. They ain't got no clock anymore. Another Bontu's.
That'll be... Oh, thank God.
Got him. Got the Maelstrom Pulse down to 8.
I'm just kidding, trifling. I'm sure you innovate plenty.
Look at that. Put my clock back on the table here.
7 turns! Unless they have another Scavenging Ooze.
Did we forget to add rate? Oh no, they're rebuying their Bloodbraid Elf.
You're so fucking dead.
I have a Bontu's, bro.
What are you at? You're at 8?
8. I like how Klutz can't see the health total. It's fantastic.
Deck himself. Yeah, opponent decking themselves is a much more realistic win condition.
Look, we cleverly didn't draw a rack because we knew our opponent had a Culligan's command. It's cool. They have drawn a lot. God, how do I beat a treetop village? That one doesn't die to Bontu's.
You don't. You discard your Fatal Push.
Haha, joke's on you. Missed again.
Okay, so you're actually just dead, right? Unless you draw Fatal Push because your lands don't end up.
How many Fatal Pushes have I cast? 1, 2, 3. There's 1 Fatal Push left in my deck.
Because your lands don't. No, you have to trade with the Mutavault now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I forgot that card had text. Because most of your cards don't.
Most of your cards don't. We have 3 turns to draw our 4th Fatal Push. It's fine.
No, you don't.
It's fine. They're gonna draw another Bloodbraid Elf.
They're gonna draw a Lightning Bolt. They're gonna.
Oh no!
No, you're still at the same amount of turns, right? You go to 5.
Yeah, but now I don't have 2 more Fatal Pushes in my deck.
No, you could Smallpox and hope they misclick.
Smallpox. Oh look, we figured out we got Ghost Quarters and Pithing Needles for these.
Well, thank God.
Probably don't want Pithing Needle. Leyline of the Void's not very good. The extra sweeper is probably fine.
Yeah.
Pack
Rat at least makes your cards have text. You can play that one.
They all turned into Pack Rats.
But like
we're gonna bring in the Pack Rats for the meme value. I think I'm gonna cut the racks just because they're gonna leave in Culligan's commands.
you should split the difference on racks and afflictions because they have Maelstrom Pulses.
Yeah, but Affliction doesn't die to Culligan's command.
Alright. Pack Rat's atrocious. They have Maelstrom Pulse.
I have like 2.
Alright.
Look, man, we're not here to make good decisions, okay? Do I cut some lands if I'm boarding in Ghost Quarter?
Yes.
Alright.
Cut Urborg. One Urborg.
Stop it. No,
you're
man.
bringing in colorless. I
Yeah,
forgot.
I'm gonna cut 2 swamps.
Because it helps them somewhat. The
1 more cut here.
Raven's Crime. They're not in the business of holding cards.
That's true. They aren't in the business of holding cards. I like that logic. Alright. You know how to drive Magic Online, right? You're not Bontu?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna go get another one of these. I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna get more alcohol.
Alright, let's do this. New card's dope. No, this is 0% the deck I'm playing. Why is Just Mouse sucks? I know! No, I'm playing Marty Pyromancer. Because Bedlam Reveler is amazing. Man, Jeff's streaming setup is so much fancier than when I tried to do it. Save us from Hogland. I'm trying. Well, I was going to try. Then we got a democracy towards fairies. Yes, I am playing a good deck. Alright, we're still in sideboarding.
We're still in sideboard. I'm good. You drove it well.
No, I don't think I've updated Discord lately. Like, more... I've basically just been playing around with a couple of sideboard slots now.
I remember to go second all on my own. You're supposed to remind me. Just like it lets you know what you're failing and what you're supposed to do. You had one job. It was remind me to go second.
Sorry, I was reading chat. I'm more popular than you.
I have picked a legacy deck and we're not sharing it.
It's worse than you can possibly.
It's worse than you look. I 4-0 dropped a league for you. We're keeping you a secret.
Don't say for me. I was on the boat of that 5-0 being more value than that open. Like that. 5-0. 5-0ing a league is higher EV than traveling to play in a Star City Open. That's realistic. I will. I will tell you that it is not Goblin Charbelcher. Jeff is not playing a deck that is capable of winning on the first turn of the game. That is the only.
Matt shot down Goblin Charbelcher. I tried.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying that it wasn't suggested. To reveal. Jesus Christ! Of course, it's a pack rat opener.
What if they Thoughtseize my pack rat? They're on the play. Why did I put them on the play? They're gonna take my pack rat.
No, okay. This is why I don't like my Jund sideboard cards being more than 2-ofs, because I don't want to draw them.
I don't want to draw them in the opener.
Yeah, that's why I don't have more than. That's why I only have 2 Blood Moons in my 75 for. Oh, you were so fucking dead.
Oh no, they have a bolt for a thing.
Oh, they have a forest though. How many? They play 3 basics now.
Usually 4.
Okay. I think Jeff not at the table for long was worth it like a bad deck. I like him.
What's going on, Corey? Hope everyone's having a good evening tonight, hanging out, playing some Magic the Gathering. I'm excited to Ravenscram the crap out of our opponent here. I should have let an Urborg. That was a punt.
No, you're fine, because they. Oh, I guess we knew that they were going to be light on black mana.
Yeah. They discarded. Oh, they just have mismatched blood braids. What it's held.
Fucking heathens. Oh, Jay Walla, we don't.
We're gonna discard it before they get there. Calm down. Calm down.
See, everyone's on board. It's Bloodbraid Elf is quite literally the reverse. Jace, you tap 4 mana and win the game.
You tap the inverse Jace. You tap 4 and win.
Ow! Fucking shit! What the hell? Table did not feel great. No, Jeff's not drinking a beer. He's drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
I mean, this is technically a beer, right?
No, it's not. There's no.
Thought it says beer on here.
No, what? In what fucking world does beer taste like? Okay, never mind. Nitros exist.
Malt beverage. It's a premium malt beverage.
Cool. If Mike's Hard Lemonade is basically Colt 45, then you've done it, Jeff.
What game is this? This is game 2 and we're down a game, believe it or not.
Yeah. They have 1 card left. We might actually get this one.
We might. They've missed a land drop and we stripped their hand.
Premium.
Look, it says premium on the bottle. I'm not making this up.
Yeah, and you make premium content. That doesn't mean shit.
He's so mean to me, chat. He's so mean to me. Hey, here's the real question. Do I cast a Packer or do I cast Smallpox and take them off a land in the last card?
Smallpox, you have to discard your pack, right?
Yeah, but like, we're playing this to get them, right?
I think you had to play the pack, right?
No, stop it. I don't think you're embodying the Smallpox mindset. This is what 8-rack players live to do. I have almost nothing, but they have more nothing than I do. Look, they had Maelstrom Pulse, and you wanted me to start pack ratting? I knew. I had the read.
I am so pissed
off right now. The biggest soul read. Nice Blood Crypt opponent. I've got 2 lands. Should have kept a Mutavault.
Actually, the forest might...
Oh no, they drew 1 drop.
Do a 12-hour stream together.
12-hour stream together. I don't know. I don't know if we could all do 12 hours together.
I
think we're dead.
You're on a you're on a 19-turn clock. You can't possibly win.
The reverse jinx. No, we're just having a good time. I've only had 1.5 candies. I'm nowhere near drunk.
Half melted Jolly Ranchers.
Melted Jolly. It does kind of taste like a Jolly
That's
Rancher.
what it is. No.
Can we get the guy who cheats back on the stream? Oh, Ryan. He's moved on to Hex. Yeah, she can't cheat in that one, though.
Did he? Does he have a name that I recognize in Hex?
I think he top 8'd the last CCS.
Neat.
24-hour stream of just 8 rack. Shh. Mojo Jojo.
Joey likes defending houses that aren't his.
The Inquisition is here, opponent. We've heard you've done bad things. Alright, well, the Dark Confidant is terrifying, so let's take that one away.
I'm not gonna miss anything, but I'm gonna go get a new drink.
Alright.
Oh shit, Green Ranger, dude!
The Zord is great. It's a Dragon Zord.
This thing is dank as shit. Where are the Nerf darts at?
Where are the Nerf darts? It plays a song too.
Yeah, because he has to summon it with a flute. I'm not an idiot.
How does this deck win? So far, all signs point to that it doesn't. When we figure out how it wins, we will let you know. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll find out here together. All right. So here's a real decision, chat. Am I supposed to Bontu's here? Or am I supposed to trade Liliana for Grim Lavamancer? I think I'm supposed to Bontu's this Grim Lavamancer. I think we're supposed to trade 3 mana and an entire turn for their 1-drop. They could technically BBE us. They could technically be... Yeah, if we Liliana... No! My Liliana! Now I'm sad. Now I'm sad. I don't think we can win the game anymore, chat. I don't think we can win the game anymore. I believe we have lost. I believe we have lost. Yep. That's maybe Bob will 18 them. Bontu's? Haha! Shrieking Affliction. Alright, going to 1 here. Well, I mean, to be fair, they duressed us. So, like, if we would have kept the Lily, that would have been fine to answer Bob too. Am I dead? I just stop clicking this thing. Our opponents played real Magic cards, and we appear to no longer be successful at besting them. Well, the opponent spent a lot of money buying Jund. They couldn't afford to play a competitive league after they bought the Jund deck. Alright, it appears that we have died, chat. It appears that we have died 8 rack. Wow. Wow. I'm glad we joined an 8-ticket league with this one. This deck it's something. This deck feels like bad Jund, right? Like, it's got, like, Jundy elements to it, but, like, it doesn't have like the good Jund cards in it like Bloodbraid Elf and Bob and Goyf. I'm sure it's fun if you're into this sort of thing, but I don't know. I was less than impressed. Like, I guess my expectations were low, and it about met my expectations, I suppose. I'm no Tom Ross. That's true. He was the Players Champion, and I are the Player of the Year, and I was not. I was only number 2. So we are definitely at least one grade below Tom Ross here. Budget Jund.